Welcome everyone. This is a new video concept that we're trying out, which is called OTRS Triple Threat. Now what it's going to be is each one of the three of us is going to talk about one thing that happened in this past week in the world of professional wrestling, whether that's WWE, TNA, ROH, D&Ds, what have you. Give our thoughts on it, try to get your feedback on it as well. We're going to try and do it every Sunday that there isn't a pay-per-view either from WWE or TNA.
So, most of March.
Pretty much. Are you guys ready to get started?
Sure.
I'm sure all of you are familiar with the saying, it takes one to know one. So I find it very funny that somebody like Glenn Beck would be making fun of the WWE, the people in the WWE, the fans and viewers of the WWE, talking about nobody takes them seriously, that they're stupid, that the form of entertainment is stupid, that the people that watch the product is stupid. Well, Mr. Beck, I find it ironic that of all people, you would be the one that would be leveling that charge. Because God knows, in order to make it through even 10 minutes of your psychobabble drivel, you would have to be a complete buffoon or moron, especially if you actually believe 95% to 99% of any of the diarrhea and crap that ever comes out of your frickin' mouth. Let's get this straight. For some reason, the national mass media has decided to give professional wrestling a different stigma, a different aura than other forms of entertainment. And there are idiotic people that perpetuate this. And you could also blame the people in the wrestling business for allowing this stigma to be perpetuated. They're as much to blame as anybody. Wrestling is a form of scripted entertainment. It is no different than a television show. It is no different than a movie. It is no different than comic books. A form of entertainment. Sure, it has its own intricacies, whatever, but it is still a form of entertainment. I find it very funny that if we have a movie like Hurt Locker, or we have a movie like Flight 93, or if we have a movie like Zero Dark 30, things that try to make terrorism a nationalistic issue, movies that try to be pro-military, that try to basically be military propaganda, movies that try to inspire fears and emotions and passions. Somebody like Mr. Beck has absolutely no problem with those forms of entertainment, and he's perfectly fine with it because it suits his purposes. But no, when we have a character like Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter, and they are portraying a far-right radical kind of God-fearing, gun-loving militia member, Tea Party member, you don't like it. And you say it's stupid and it's not an accurate portrayal. Well, Mr. Beck, I hate to inform you, and I don't know what you continue to try and tell to your ever-dwindling audience. Notice how you don't have your show on Fox News anymore. There's a reason for that, and it's not the one that you always try to perpetuate out there. Notice how your presence in media markets on the radio, you're continuing to lose markets. That's not happening by accident. You're losing advertisers. That's not happening by accident. That means people are starting to realize that you're a complete fucking moron. And you don't like the fact that the Tea Party is being perpetuated and they are being presented in a certain way by this character. You know why you don't? Because in a lot of ways, it's the fucking truth. So I find it as no surprise that you're not a keyboard warrior like a lot of people on the internet. You're kind of that pulpit warrior that you will sit there and say whatever you want and make your little jokes that But when the WWE, and sure they're trying to do it to capitalize on the publicity because Vince and the WWE, they're business people. Any publicity is ultimately good publicity, especially when it's free publicity. But to sit there and call them out and knock their product and make fun of all of this, then they try to come at you, offer you an opportunity to have your voice heard, and then you turn them down, is cowardice of the highest order. Which, if anything, suggests to me that perhaps you actually are a fan of the WWE. Maybe you do like professional wrestling. Maybe you are one of those idiots just like me and millions of others. Or maybe you just say things to saber rattle, just to get your frenzied, ever-dwindling audience to listen to you. It's sad. It's pathetic. At least if you're going to take a stand on something, at least follow through on it, and at least have the courage to go with it. But you couldn't even do that. So you probably sit there on your show and you'll continue to mock the WWE, but when given a chance to present your viewpoint on a WWE platform, or have the WWE get a fair chance to try and refute you, you'll run away like a chicken. How very right-wing of you. Good job, Mr. Beck. Please just go away. I'm tired of hearing your name. And while you're at it, take your enemy Alex Jones straight to hell with you. Thank you.
Well, imagine my surprise when I watched Raw last Monday night and I saw that we got to the end of the show and Rock debuted a new WWE Championship belt. Well, there's been mixed fan reactions on both sides of the fence. I mean, there's some people that like this belt because, number one, it's not the damn spinner belt. And then you look at the other side of the fence and they're saying, God, this belt's even worse than the spinner belt itself. But as far as what I think about the new title belt, I like it all right. It's different. I mean, at least it's not the spinner belt. But it kind of begs the question, though, why did Rock get the debut of the title belt, the new title? I mean, he's only been the champion for a month. He won the title from CM Punk at the Royal Rumble. And CM Punk held the title for 434 days. And he didn't get to introduce the title. Why is that? And why did it take 8 damn years to debut a new title? I mean, is this going to be Rock's new belt? Is this going to be the permanent belt? Or when John Cena beats The Rock at WrestleMania for the title at WrestleMania 29, is he going to bring back the spinner belt? That's what I'd like to know.
So the weekend tends to be slow news, WWE or TNA related, because unless there's a pay-per-view, there's really nothing to report on, except for maybe the occasional DUI. So imagine my surprise when I get on the internet and I hear Undertaker returns at a house show. Wow. Undertaker at a house show? So, what could be the reasons for this? Maybe to put out there, go to the house shows, you never know what could happen. Maybe Undertaker was like, I want to see if I can work a full match. Or maybe the WWE wanted to see the fan reaction and see if people actually wanted Undertaker at WrestleMania. All valid reasons, I guess. But, up house shows? Okay, if they're coming here to Iowa, and I'm going to a house show, I know the Undertaker isn't coming, because it's not a regular thing for big things to happen at house shows. If you want it to be a big thing at house shows, you need to do more big things at house shows. If it's to see if Taker can wrestle a full match, what, the WWE couldn't set up a ring somewhere, have him come out and practice a full match? Come on. And as for if it's to see what the reaction from the fans are, look at your last 3 pay-per-views with Undertaker on them. I think you can gauge that the fans want Taker there. His streak is more meaningful at this point than the WWE Championship belt. Hell, it's almost bigger than WrestleMania itself. He's Undertaker. He's an event in and of himself. So when he shows up, it's a big deal. So what? Was this maybe just a tease and a misdirect, and we're not going to get Taker at Mania, and this was just something thrown out there to get us all worked up about it? Or is Undertaker coming back for WrestleMania? And if so, is he wrestling Punk? I know I've seen rumors out there from fans, no actual news source, but from fans, that Taker wants to come back and end the streak by letting Punk take the streak from him. Why? At this point, why would you give up the streak? And why do a guy like CM Punk? So you can finally make him a main eventer? No. The WWE's tried to do that for the last year. And I'm sorry, he's a glorified mid-card main eventer. It's just not happening. So I don't know why WWE thought it was a good idea to bring Undertaker out at a house show. Maybe you guys could tell me why you think it's a good idea or why you think it's bad.
So that was the OTRS Triple Threat. We each had a topic pertaining to the world of professional wrestling that we wanted to discuss. You guys are more than encouraged to share your thoughts on it, both via comments or video responses. You have something else you want to add,
Yeah, I don't understand how Glenn Beck takes WWE so seriously when they're just a form of entertainment. It's scripted entertainment, and it's really dumb to compare it to NASCAR, which is a sport and not scripted, and is more so there for an actual race. And WWE is there for entertainment value and script, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why is it that something like Walking Dead, where they have people killing people, and that's okay, that's a great
that's
show.
fine. That's fine.
But WWE, which is a PG form of entertainment, gets all this shit anytime they ever do anything. Is it just because it's the national media hates professional wrestling, or what?
I really think it is because, I mean, look at a show like Breaking Bad. It's all about a drug dealer, and that show gets nothing but rave reviews.
It sure as hell doesn't get the hate by people like Glenn Beck and Ann Coultergeist and Bill O'Reilly and the like. They might not love it, but they sure as hell don't go to the same lengths to hate it like professional wrestling. Right. What about you? Something else that's on your mind?
Yeah, about Undertaker coming back in the house show. It's like, why? Why in the blue hell would you bring him back at a house show? Why not bring him back at the end of a Raw, or maybe at a
Elimination
Chamber or something?
And as far as the new WWE title, to me, this is the representation of everything that is wrong with all of us as wrestling fans today. And I mean all of us. None of you are above or below this. At some point in time, we all fit into this mold. We bitch about something, and then when they do it, we still find fucking excuses to bitch about it.
Oh, they didn't do it right.
And I'll say this. I'm not bitching about the title, but I fall into this category too. So do you, so do you, so do each and every single one of you out there. You're no better or worse than any of us. It's just, I don't get why us as wrestling fans are so damn determined to just bitch about things. The WWE, after 8 years, the vast majority of people were bitching about getting something other than the spinner belt. They got something other than the spinner belt. And it's, oh, it looks like this, oh, it's this, oh, it's this. There just is no fucking pleasing us. It's no wonder wrestling's in the shit position it is. And it is in a shit position. It's because the fans don't even know what the fuck they want. So how the hell can we expect wrestling companies to know how to appease us when we don't know what the fuck even appeases us? I'm sorry. It is.